The only thing better than getting an offer of representation from a literary agent? Getting multiple offers. What is the etiquette for informing other agents that you have an offer? Signing with an agent is a big decision, so I want you to cover all your bases, make sure you're exploring all of your options thoroughly, and help you handle this situation tactfully and respectfully. For my new viewers, this is my weekly Ask Alyssa Anything session where I'm popping into the comments and answering your questions about your writing and publishing journey. My goal is to help you get that much closer to seeing your book on the shelf. I saw 2 very similar questions in the comments, so I'm going to pair them up for today's video. Here's the first one. Hi Alyssa, thank you so much for these videos and for your recent help on my query letter. I've already received 4 requests from agents for the full manuscript. I'm definitely not counting my chickens before they hatch, but if one of the agents offers representation, what's the best way to reach out to other agents I've queried to let them know that I've received an offer? I'd like to know all of my options, if I have any, before signing with the first literary agent to say yes. Thanks for all your help. First off, shout out to my client Caitlin, who is amazing, and I'm so excited to hear that you got 4 requests. It's super smart to think ahead and consider what you might do if you get an offer of representation, but still have other agents you would like to consider. Remember that you do not necessarily have to go with the first agent who offers representation, so I'm going to break down exactly what to do. Here is the second question, which was also asking about what to do when you get an offer. If you get an offer of representation, the wisest thing you could do is let other agents know about it, right? My questions are, 1. Does asking for 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks rather than 2 weeks sound excessive? 2. Do I inform only the agents that have my partial and or full manuscript, or also the agents that I queried, regardless of if they have even replied to my query? 3. When I inform all the other agents, what do I put on the email headline? Something like attention, offer of representation? 4. On the body of the email, I just need to write something simple and short like, hello, I just wanted to inform you that I received an offer of representation for my manuscript blank. Please get back to me within 2 weeks. Thank you. Is that fine? First things first. When you get an offer of representation, know that it is not expected or standard for you to immediately jump to sign with that agent. Any agent who is pressuring you to make a decision on working with them quickly may not have your best interests at heart, and that is a big red flag. Any offering agent will give you time, typically 2 weeks, to let other agents know that you have received an offer and consider your options from there, because they understand that agents review their queries on different timelines and that they may not have had a chance to look at yours yet. The ideal situation is that your notification to these other agents will result in them also offering you representation, which then puts you in a great position of getting to choose which agent would be the best fit for you. Now, I mentioned 2 weeks is the industry standard deadline for postponing your decision on whether or not to work with an agent. But if you need longer than that for some reason, such as if you're going out of town, then I would just politely ask the offering agent if you could extend that time frame by a little bit. Again, if they are a reputable agent who has your best interest at heart, I don't foresee them having any issue with you extending that to 2.5 or 3 weeks. So, should you inform just agents who have the partial or full manuscript, or all agents that you have queried? You should notify every agent who you have queried. Again, it's highly likely that some of the agents you queried simply haven't had a chance to review that query yet. So, you want to give them the option to request the manuscript, and then hopefully they like it and want to offer representation. How you tactically go about notifying agents of your offer of representation will depend on how you queried them to begin with. If you queried them via email, you will want to go into your sent folder and reply to the initial query email that you sent. This way, they will have the original query there for reference. I would add the word offer received or offer of representation to the subject line so they immediately see that in the notification email. Then you can write a brief message right above your old query letter explaining that you have received an offer of representation and you need to decide by the given date that you have and ask them if they are interested. You don't have to write a long message here by any means. If you queried the agent originally via Query Manager, then you'll want to go to your query status page, hit contact, and there's a button there for notifying them of an offer. You may get some instant rejections, which is totally fine. Agents will often say that they're happy someone else has expressed enthusiasm and maybe they can't review the query in the time that you allotted, or they do review it and determine they're not interested and they will step aside. or you could get another request for a partial or a full. Or if the agent already has your partial or full, this could propel them to request a phone call if they are interested in moving forward. Now, if you get an offer of representation from your dream agent and you know for certain that you want to work with them and you go ahead and accept their offer, then you will want to notify any other agent who is considering your query via a withdrawal notice, where you let them know you are withdrawing your query because you have signed with another agent. That said, I don't really like the idea of dream agents, and I think it is in your best interest to at least entertain the option of working with other agents just so you can get a feel for what other agents have to offer, maybe learn something else about the industry, maybe they have a great idea for your book that you never even thought of. So there's really no reason to jump the gun. I promise that the agent is going to give you at a minimum those 2 weeks to decide, so I recommend taking that time to really think it through and consider other options if they are on the table. They are still going to want to work with you at that 2-week mark just as much as they wanted to when they offered you representation. And if they rescind their offer for any reason, then that is a huge red flag and you shouldn't work with them anyway. If you have a question you'd like me to address in my next video, drop me a comment and it will be added to my queue. I have a free resource for anyone who's stuck with their current work in progress. It's called my Story Self-Assessment Worksheet. The link is in the description, and it's a simple quiz that's going to help you see your story in a new light and elevate it to make it even stronger on the next draft. Downloading that is also going to opt you into my newsletter, Chapter Break, where I'm featuring literary agents and best-selling authors, asking them for their insights on the publishing and querying process. I don't want you to miss out on all of those tips, so check out Chapter Break in the description as well. Before you head out, give me a thumbs up if you like these Q&A sessions, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on my next one. Thanks so much for watching, and happy writing.